Was Mikey Palmas killed off too early in The Sopranos? We're also going to be discussing, should Tony have clipped him and all that good stuff, because I can't say the K word. You may be thinking, what is the K word? We'll get to that a wee bit later on, but Mr. MAGOO Jr., Tony decided enough was enough and it had to be done. But if we're looking at season 2, which you haven't seen yet, I have seen yet, Junior's side's looking very weak, and I feel like, did they need to kill Mikey Palmas off?
Well, does Junior even have a side? I mean, last time we seen him in season 1, he's locked up, like. I'm pretty sure most of his guys got locked up as well.
Right, but my point was...
Is there anybody left on Junior's side? Like, I'm actually asking.
Olivia? Stroke? Not much of a side, like, especially when you get a stroke, that's one side knackered, but... Back to the...
Well, if, from an episode standpoint, I don't think they should have killed Mikey off, because they already killed Jimmy off, and it just seemed like they were having too many deaths. Yeah, I mean, from a story purpose, I don't know, like, Mikey's supposed to be this, like, you know, high up ranking official or whatever. He's technically the third most important person, I would believe.
Essentially, yes.
You know, and they just the way he died, like they kind of killed him as if he was like some random bum that owed them 10 grand and didn't pay or something. Like,
yeah,
you know, oh, we're just going to ambush him when he's out having a jog and then like shoot him in the fields. I mean, it didn't seem like a way. It didn't seem for a way an important character would go out like, but that was my opinion.
Yeah, and also the kill itself, man, it wasn't Chris pulling the trigger harder, man. He's like throwing the gun back and forth. Paulie's got the poison ivy. But again, back to the question: should he have killed him? Did Mikey need to die? How much of it was Brendan? Was that playing on the mind? Was Tony thinking about that, or was Tony thinking about, these guys made a move for me, it needs to happen now?
Could be that, to be honest.
But no, it annoys me, but if that is the mindset, right? How come you were pally with him? He came to your house and he's like, "Oh, Tony, you alright, big man? Your ear gets shot off." I hate that. With their fake. How about you just say to their face?
Agreed.
All this through the back door stuff. No, you show up with your double barrel shotgun, you lay the smack down. I mean, it's even like in the episode, I think it is episode 12, where the guy says something about Tony's mom, and then Junior takes it bad, and he's like, "Oh, Mikey, I don't like the mouth on this kid. Shoot him." Mikey's, "No, he's good. I felt." No, Mikey, how do you think that guy didn't deserve to die? Like, he just walked up and dropped him.
Yeah, it's a bit uncalled for.
That was like one of the three scenes that Chucky was in, which you didn't know. Chucky, great character. He wasn't really a great character, but I think he was killed off too early, because I feel like of all the characters in the show, would you not say Mikey was one of the more proper, like, not properly developed, but, you know, like, in terms of like the mob side of things, he was in like the top 5. Not in terms of ranking, I'm talking like in terms of development. Yeah,
I feel like he'd actually been given some story time and
like, I mean,
time, and
you'd probably put him 4th.
Yeah, behind Christopher.
Behind Christopher. Junior, I think Junior had a bit of screen time, but I mean, most of Junior's screen time's sitting at a dinner table he wants no part of. I mean, imagine being the boss of the family and you have to get dragged over to your nephew's house to have fucking dinner with his 2 pish kids and your sister-in-law that's an absolute bellend. There's nothing worse. No wonder Tony's got so much depression, having to sit through a meal. I don't know how often they do it. I don't know if it's every day or if it's like every Sunday.
Well, it seems like any time you watch an episode, they're having dinner together or they're inviting someone over. Don't think Junior will be getting an invite anytime soon, though, and Mikey definitely will not.
Maybe a cold wee jail cell was better than the fate Junior's going to get. But yeah, Livia, that was... why couldn't they just have dropped her, man? Why couldn't she have died of that stroke instead of Mikey getting shot? But yeah, a very forced scene when Mikey and Chris shoot him. But my opinion, to answer the question, the query of this video, I think he was killed off too early, because again, you've all this build-up, and then they just drop like 3 characters in the finale, which again, yes, finale, that is where you do your build-ups, that is where you do your bullet points, your finales, your endings, you kill people.
It kind of feels like the Junior and Tony rivalry it's kind of just began, because Tony's just like realised that Junior was the one that put the hit on him. So it's almost like the rivalry's just been greenlit, and then straight away Junior's number 2 dies, and it's like, look at Junior. It's not like the guy's capable of handling himself.
It's almost like...
So I feel like Mikey plays an even bigger role because he's actually like a capable, able-bodied...
Then again, though, Tony did. I don't know. I think it was episode 4. Tony just fucking grabbed him and stapled something to his chest. Remember that?
No.
Buried him. But anyway, guys, that's it for Fog Entertainment. We'll get more Sopranos videos. I don't think there's any more theories I can milk out of this finale because pretty all self-explanatory, to be honest. But yeah, we'll be back with Ranking Fids. Season 2, not long around the corner. Thoughts? Do you think Season 2 will be better than Season 1?
No, I've got a funny feeling. I think Season 1 might be the best season we see of The Sopranos.
Oh.
Which wouldn't worry me, to be honest.
That guy commented saying it's by far the worst season.
Well, I mean...
Can't remember your name, big man, but I'll give you a shout out there.
I haven't seen the other one, so maybe he's right.
Maybe he's right, maybe he's wrong. Till next time. Was Mikey killed off too early? Oh,
yes.
Woo!